Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. And we got another signing here, as this was from a few days ago, but Jameer Thurman re-signs with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He's going to stay there for the next 2 years as he goes through the 2026 and 2027 seasons. By the way, if you're wondering, it was a viewer asking me, you should wear the Rider hat sometimes with the video, so I'm like, fine, I'll finally wear it. I don't like wearing this hat, but whatever. I'll wear it for the Rider videos. They won the championship, so. But I'm wearing, you know what it is? I'm wearing my Bomber jersey to, like, make up for it. So, like, it's like, I promise God I have not sinned too much, you know? Anyways, but Jameer Thurman is going to be sticking around in Saskatchewan. And honestly, this is, in my opinion, this was kind of an essential move on the defensive side of things. So Jameer Thurman this past year had, I don't know if I'd say a career year, definitely one of his best years. I don't know if I'd say a career year because his 2023 season in Hamilton was also really damn good. Although he hasn't really, he hasn't had a bad season. Every season he's been in the CFL, he's always been a force to be reckoned with in that linebacker core. He's been with Saskatchewan for 2 seasons. In 2024, he played 17 games, got 76 defensive tackles, 2 special teams tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, a touchdown, and a forced fumble. This past year, 86 defensive tackles, second most in his career. Got a special teams tackle, and then he got 3 sacks, which is tied for second most in his career, as well as 3 interceptions, tied for most in his career with his 2022 season, as well as a forced fumble. So between his sacks and interceptions, got a total of 6, which is second best in his career. So he's done very, very well in that system in Saskatchewan. And so it makes sense that they're going to want to keep him around through for the next 2 years. I don't believe we have any information regarding the amount on his contract. Is that right, Rick?
Dollar amount, nope.
Yeah, okay, because some of that is available, some of that's not. Honestly, I hope they make that stuff public. It'll just be good for these sorts of videos. But he's been very good for a long time. But it's interesting because it's interesting to see that this guy has always been good. He always has been. But it honestly looks like, from everything I'm seeing here, he actually he really thrives under, in Canadian football. Because if you even look at his time, played with Indiana State, 2013 through 2016. Does very well there. His total sacks in each year, 91, 82, 75, and 92 in his senior year, including his last year, him getting a pick 6. And then even his sack count, 3, 2, 0, and 1. Did generally good there. Spent some time with Calgary in 2017 as well as 2018 and was pretty consistent there. Gets a chance with Chicago Bears. Doesn't end up playing any games there. Not sure if he was on the practice roster or whatever it is. Doesn't immediately come back to the CFL. As in 2020, CFL, of course, didn't run. However, the XFL, I'm not sure if they did their whole season, but I think they did at least some games because he only played 5 games, and I'm pretty sure that was because they had a partial season. Played with the DC Defenders, which I'm pretty sure was one of their better teams that year. One of their best ones, I'm pretty sure. I think it was them in Houston that was pretty good. And did decent there. Got 33 tackles in just 5 games, as well as an interception. Which I believe was a pick 6, as he got a touchdown as well. Comes back to the CFL, and he immediately picks up right where he left off. And his numbers, again, go up once again. And he's now got that point where he's really hitting his stride in the CFL. He's getting the sacks, he's getting the interceptions, he's getting the tackles. He's just a threat everywhere he is. And a dual threat is such an important thing when it comes to a linebacker, because that is a step between that D-line and that secondary. You know what I mean? So having linebackers that are very capable in both aspects of the game is really important. A lot of times you get one really good with the other aspect of the game, he's fine, but not as much, clearly one strength. It's one of those things where with Jameer Thurman, whether you're running the ball or passing the ball, he's going to be a danger to your offense. So obviously there are other questions regarding who else in that Saskatchewan defense is going to be coming back. We got a lot of videos coming out with Saskatchewan regarding a few of their signings. We got Jameer Thurman, Devon Campbell, Jack Cohn, Keon Schaefer-Baker. So if you're waiting for those videos, don't worry, they're coming. But Rick, thoughts on Saskatchewan taking a look at Jameer Thurman and seeing that he's a priority and keeping him around?
To be honest, I thought the signing would have been done first, like one of the first
Yeah,
signings.
no, I was kind of thinking that too. I'm surprised it took as long as it did, but sometimes that's for a variety of reasons. Even one that I had mentioned to you, Rick, before. I want to say it was Aiden Eberhardt, who had signed like very early January, and even that, I remember him posting on his social media that right around Christmas time he was like in Italy or something like that, where he was just on vacation. So I'm like, well, he's not going to be negotiating his contract deal from the Roman Coliseum. I bet you that. And so it was one of those things where sometimes there's just a personal schedule aspect. At the end of the day, we're fans speculating. We don't know everything. But it's one of those things where if you're a Saskatchewan fan, you got to be happy that this guy's sticking around. So,
But it's going to be interesting to see who does not come back.
yeah, because it's one of those things where Saskatchewan's really going to try to do everything they can to keep everyone that they can. How long is the tampering window still until we get full on free agency, Rick? Just for
So
those wondering.
tampering. So we still have all of this week and all of next week. Tampering window begins on February 1st, the Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern. Goes to the following Sunday at on February 8th at 12 Eastern. Then the players have from February 8th at noon till February 10th
Yeah.
at noon to decide which contract they're taking, register it with the league, and then it starts to get announced on the Tuesday.
Yeah. So still a bit of time. I imagine that this is. It's funny. Me and Rick have been really. We're really starting to ramp up our production of videos as the league is getting very very busy. Rick, I don't think our schedule is going to get any easier, but that also means that there's going to be a bunch of wonderful
it's
content coming out from this channel.
it's funny because Carter was busy doing something today, and I'm sitting at Walmart doing grocery shopping, and I'm just sending him all these messages, and I said to him like, "Man, we have 16 videos to do."
Yeah, well, it's funny. I remember I saw that, and I'm like, all right, you know what that means? That means we got to lock in. It's record o'clock. It's like 1 a.m. my time, 2 a.m. his time, but that means that we got time to record. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. At the end of the day, closing thoughts. Rick, good signing. Yay or nay? I say yay for Saskatchewan.
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna sit in the middle for this one,
Ooh,
only because I want to
really?
see what the dollar value is first.
Okay. Well, to be
Because
fair, to
that
be
dollar
fair,
value, the reason why I say that is because that dollar value is gonna set the tone
yeah. So just to be
for
clear, you're not
Allen,
saying
Knox, Woods, and
so
McManus.
you're not in the middle in regards of is this a guy you want to keep around? You're in the middle in the sense of like this is a guy you want to keep around, but depending on how much is going here, there may not be enough to go elsewhere. So we're going to have to see as this tampering window
So
goes through which guys get contracts, which guys don't.
it's more of I want to see the number to see if they overpaid
Mm.
to keep him or not.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
got to remember, they won a Grey Cup this year, so everyone's going to want a raise. It's
And
just
everyone
how much of
and
a raise did they
well,
get?
and you know what the thing is though? Everyone's also earned a raise, which means that not everyone's going to be able to stick around. So we will have to see how this all rolls out with Saskatchewan. But you bet your ass that me and Rick are on the case. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. Thank you. Sure you guys tune into this video. Rick, what are you about to say?
Yes, no, I was actually going to say, don't forget February 10th over on Hamilton Sports Central. I'm doing a 10-hour live stream
That's right.
for Free Agent Frenzy.
Listen to them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.